Hello, epic viewers from around the multiverse. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting captivating stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What items will I be unboxing? What items will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What item is encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible, nifty box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify the answer to that inquiry right here, now, so bear with me. It will only take me billions of seconds to extract the item from the box and subsequently flaunt it in front of the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. The unboxing process is about to commence. The unboxing process is officially underway. What item have I prompted? What item have I drawn forth? What item have I elicited? Let's find out. We have the action figure that's known by the moniker of Bones. Apparently he's a villain derived from the Power Rangers Dino Charge series. Do I love the Power Rangers Dino Charge action figure line? Does it eminently appease me? Well, I think that these figurines are meritorious for under $10 each. Of course, as my subjective, humble opinion, your sentiments appertaining to this figurine may be disparate from mine. Perhaps you detest and disdain this particular figurine. Now, why do I love this figurine? Well, let me enlighten you with knowledge about the merits of this figurine. The packaging can be relegated to the trash and can be consigned to the trash. Let's move on. He has a high quality sculpt. He has high quality aesthetics. He has high quality textures, high quality shadings. He's a robust, intricate, novel figurine. He's unequivocally meritorious. Why do I say this? Well, his design is unique, is novel, is uncanny, is unprecedented. Do you have any other figurines that look akin to this figurine? He has spikes protruding out of his shoulders. He's engulfed in bones. The bones augment his defensive capabilities and likely render his offensive capabilities more potent, so that he's more efficacious in melee combat. I guess you could say he's more of an efficacious warrior in melee combat when he leverages his anatomy to the utmost full extent. He apparently comes with some sort of jar. It can be equipped or detached at your discretion. Now, most figurines lack finger joint articulation. He's no exception. To my dismay, he lacks a diaphragm joint. He lacks double jointed elbows. He lacks double jointed knees. His head is not relegated to a disc joint, so his articulation is finite. But I would still deem this figurine to be a high quality figurine for under $10, just because the sculpt is ineffable, is so epic, to say the least. Of course, this figurine's merits are subjective. I prefer the fisted hands. Most figurines that command staggering, hefty, exorbitant premium prices of over $15 have open hands. I would prefer if their fingers were fully clenched together, or at least semi-clenched together, rather than being open. I don't like when apertures run through their fingers. It agitates me. It infuriates me. It invokes my rage. However, this figurine begs to differ. Both of his hands are fisted. He also can move his arms outwards and inwards. Not every $20+ figurine is capable of doing that. He can rotate his calves to an extent. His legs are relatively stubby. I would have preferred if he was bulkier. I would have preferred if his joints were a bit sturdier. If you tamper with them, if you fiddle with them, then they're more apt to loosen over time. I don't want to compromise the integrity of the figurine, so I'll desist. I'll abstain from tampering with his joints any further. I love his deco, I just love his sculpt. I love his hues, I love his aesthetics, I love his design. He's truly an anomaly in every facet. I mean, just compare him to the run-of-the-mill, generic, average, bland character. Compare their wardrobes, compare and contrast them. You can notice salient differences amongst the figurines. One's attire is far more novel than the attire of the Mass Effect 3 characters. So, Bones is apparently a villainous, notorious, menacing, cunning, conniving, sadistic, coercive, malicious, evil, diabolical, menacing character. And the Power Rangers thwart his unbridled might, perhaps. I haven't seen that series since I was 7. Or was I younger when I thought? Maybe 6. So, I have no recollection of the choreographed sequences of the series. I just love the figurines. This figurine stands roughly 4.75 inches tall, possibly slightly taller than 5 inches. It's arduous to discern his height without any basis of measurement. I'm unsure how tall Commander Shepard is as well. Before I end this video, sorry about that. Before I end this video, I just want to scrutinize his cardboard back. You can see that there are a myriad of other figurines within the series. Apparently, Bones has the power to remove the backbone of his victims, taking the bravery away in the process and turning them into cowards. So I guess he's audacious. I guess he has the temerity to dismantle his adversaries. I love how bones are protruding out of his shoulder pads and out of his torso. So I love his intricacies down in the nitty-gritty details. I love his novelties. I love his features. I unequivocally love his wardrobe. It's just eye candy for my niche subjective perspective, but your sentiments appertaining to this figurine may greatly differ from mine. So, for under $10, I would deem this figurine to be a high quality figurine. If he was a $50 figurine, then he wouldn't merit or warrant the premium price. But based on what you can get on the secondhand market today, he's definitely a worthwhile, high-quality figurine for under the $10 threshold. So, that's everything I wanted to relay. I hope that you deem this video to be intriguing and enthralling. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.